Good morning, everybody. I sitting there thinking I made a little rant a while ago on that website, screwing around that little cartoon guy. But it's talking about the way the economy is. Well, my wife and I were talking, and things are getting really bad all over the world. It's getting really terrible. And I was sitting there talking to my wife. I said, if something happens and she loses her job and my disability that I've been fighting with doesn't come through, I sort of said, well, we have a pop-up camper, and a lot of people know what those are. And I went out a few weeks ago and got a 6,500 watt gasoline powered generator. It's set up to where you can hook it into your house and run your whole house off of this thing. Well, I had a closeout deal, and I went and I found it, and I got it. So my wife said, we just load up everything, load up our essentials, sell the house, sell everything in the house that we don't need, and just travel. Because, it's getting bad, and my cats, believe me, my cats go wherever I go. They're going with me. I'm not giving up my cats. And it's a damn shame. I see it on TV all the time. I seen a woman on TV yesterday. She's talking about that mortgage, housing. She lives in New York. She lost all her savings out in that scam up there, and she said she's just about done with her what money she did have, and she said now she has no place, and she's just about ready to. She has to move into her car. She had to go get on food stamps. She said she's never been on food stamps in her life. She's always had a job. She's always had money. She said, I'm about to lose everything I have. She said, I'll have to live in my car. And that's bad. It's bad enough. But then I see these people on TV. I see these families. I've seen whole families on the news. A husband, wife, 2 or 3 kids living in a car. Matter of fact, I know of a woman that I haven't seen her in a while, but her and her 2 kids were living in a car. I didn't know it at the time, but then I found out after that. So, it's just getting really bad out there. So, well, I've got myself planned out pretty much. Like I said, if worst comes to worst, I'll hook up that pop-up camper, and I'll load up what I want, sell the rest of this stuff, and just travel. So, it's a damn shame. It's supposed to be one of the richest countries in the world, and we're in the worst shape we've been in since the actual depression back in '29. I got a lot of my friends have lost their jobs. I got some friends that work at the auto plants, and they're getting ready to lose their jobs. I know a guy that had a job. He was working there for 30 years. My niece's husband worked in the same plant for 30 years and got laid off. She'd been there 20 years. She got laid off. And that's how bad it's getting. Seniority don't make any difference anymore. Well, that's all. I just wanted to vent out a little bit. So, y'all have a good weekend. Talk to y'all later.